I love this Rav Shlomo Niggun. It's no less known. I've been singing it all the way. grab a sefer? Everyone grab a sefer from there? I think the number for Paybox is on the thing? It's on the group? Okay. Okay, brothers. Good morning, everybody. Baruch Hashem, we have the sefer now in front of us today. Let's lift it up a notch or 8, a notch or 800. The sheker is pretty thick out there. Outside it's very thick, right? The lie is very, very thick. It's all sheker. Everything outside the Yiddish Neshama and the Kedusha, it's all sheker. It's really unprecedented. It's all sheker. So just remember, we're in Prakim Aleph and Beis and Gimel and Megillas Esther right now. But remember, there's going to be the Prakim that follow. It's going to happen. We're Maminim B'nei Maminim. And we know without a doubt that we trust Hashem, we believe in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's our mahus, it's our essence, it's who we are. And the place to receive all the strength to be people that are mamish believers is Shabbos. And that's why all this learning we're doing is to enhance, is to make more space for that which needs to be, which is a stronger grab on the only thing that matters, which is Emunah. That's it. That's it. So we're going to start today a new beautiful mimer here of Rav Biderman, Daf Yud Aleph. It's the second mimer in the Sefer Be'er Chaim Zmir Shabbos Kodesh. Now sometimes when it comes to Rav Biderman, and those of you that are aware of how the Sfarim of Rav Biderman work, the footnotes sometimes can get you either completely lost, and then you forget Bichlal what was going on top. Right? That's if you just meet Akesh to make sure that you say, okay, I got through what he said. But sometimes the footnotes are everything. Right? And those that learn Rav Biderman's Torah know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes the footnotes are actually the whole, what we say in Old American, ganze Geschäft. Okay? It's the whole thing. Right? So today, there's going to be a few footnotes that are really just mesmerizingly deep and beautiful. So we're going to go laat. Next Shabbat, next Friday, it's Erev Shabbos Zocher. There's a piece in here. We're going to jump ahead. There's a piece on Shabbos Zocher later in the Sefer. But we're not. We're going to continue to go Keseder. Now that we all have the Sefer, we're going to go Keseder, Bezrat Hashem. And I want to thank Toby for organizing it, making sure we all have it. Daf Yud Aleph. We'll go right inside. Kihim Mekor HaBracha. Shefa Birkas HaShabbos. Ita B'Zohar HaKodesh. How beautiful, huh? Yidden, thousands of years after the Zohar HaKodesh came down, sitting around on a Friday morning saying, Ita B'Zohar HaKodesh. Ita B'Zohar HaKodesh.
Market Shabbos.
Yeah. Ita B'Zohar HaKodesh. It's gewalt, no? Ita B'Zohar HaKodesh. Kol bircham di le'ela di l'sata b'yom hashvi ha'talyan. All the brachas that come from above or below are all basically dependent on what goes on the seventh day. Ki ha-Shabbos hi mekor ha-bracha. Shabbos is the source of blessing. V'hi ke'ein ma'ayan asher mimenu nimshachos kol ha'ashpaos hatovos beruchnius v'gashmius b'chol ha'alyamos ha'alyonim v'atachtonim. It's like a ma'ayan, a spring, through which all abundance and influence and good things, Gashmius and Ruchnius, they flow from the same place. It's called Mekor HaBracha. What's the source of the water? The source of the water that we see out everywhere else, the source of it is Shabbos. V'ha'ma'ayan b'Zohar HaKodesh, v'ha'ma'ayan b'Zohar HaKodesh, shenagu le'omro b'sudas leil Shabbos Kodesh, Yivokach ba'ashpos harabos lemala misag agasenu hanishpos b'Shabbos b'rfat b'leil Shabbos. If you look into the Zohar HaKodesh, this is a piece that Chassidim say Friday night by the Tish, by the Seudah. It's a piece from the Zohar HaKodesh speaking about exactly what we just said. Fukchazi kefil aloshon lerov b'tevos birchasa v'chedvasa. And if you look inside that piece of Zohar, you'll see two words keep on popping up: birchasa and chedvasa. Right? Bebracha and chedva. Blessing and chedva. Joy, for lack of a better word right now. Lelamdenu al sharei habracha hapsuchim lirvacha. Oh, chedvas over here means revacha, means opening, means shefa, means abundance. Ubirkas Hashem hitashi. And the bracha of Hashem is what brings all Esher in the world. Now, go down to understand what he just said over here. Look at footnote Yud Gimel. This is Gewalt. This is Gewalt. Look at this. Siper HaChasam Sofer shepam yichlif atzar harusi es bigdei hamalchusa ulavash b'godim pshutim ke'ezrach min ashura ve'yatza limdod al pnei mamlacha liros es shlomo aretz u'ma alav l'saken. At one point, the Russian Tsar switched from his royal clothes, and he put on Pashto clothes like a citizen, normal citizen, and he went and he traveled around his kingdom to see how everyone's doing and what he should fix. Nichnas lebeis Yehudi tam v'yashar. He walked into Pashto Yid's house. V'shalu atzar lemelachto. V'yeshiv lo ki melamed tinok osu. The Tsar asked him, "What do you do for a living?" He said, "I'm a melamed. I teach Jewish children Torah." Nana atzar v'amar, sheina parnasa. The Tsar answers back to him, that's a pretty sweet and good parnasa. Chazar melamed v'shalat atzar, ma isukcha. And he asked the Tsar, okay, what do you do? Gilalo atzar, and then he revealed to him, actually, I'm the king. Right? He gave Allah b'ksiluto b'tvimuto, and in his foolishness, he said, sheina parnasa. But this is Gewalt. Look what he says here. Lo evin ki amal. You didn't understand. Amalchus eina esek hameniv parnasa mechubed. It's not like, that would make sense to take on that gig. That's not what it's about. Ela kol haaretz shelohi. The whole thing is his. The whole kingdom is his. Velo hakesef v'azav shel kol hamedina. He has all the gold and silver of the whole state, of the whole country. So what's the Torah behind this? You see how deep this is? We look at Shabbos and we're like, it's a nice thing to recharge our batteries. What a foolish way of looking at Shabbos. Get a little replug. That's Kita Aleph understanding of Shabbos, if that. Haimshich hachasam sofer lemar, ki achoshev she'ashabbos hi sheina parnasa. If you look at Shabbos like, it's a pretty good parnasa there. You get some good rest. Chas v'shalom. You sing some good nigunim on Shabbos. Even that. That's the Ashena Parnasa, right? You think that's what Shabbos is? Uzgula Tova, Harehi Ksilusa. If you think Shabbos is about having a Shena Parnasa, it's a good zgula, it'll protect you from something. Ksiluso hi elef pamim yotemi tipshuto shel oto melamed. You're 1,000 times more stupid than that melamed that spoke like that to the king. You're dumb as dumb can get. Why? Sheken ha-Shabbos hi etzem ha-beracha. Umine mizbarchin kol shisei yamin. Ve'ala medamesh hi od parnasa tova. You understand? What is Shabbos to us? Is Shabbos the day we catch up on sleep? For many people, they go into Shabbos, if you don't have little kids, that kind of is a little bit of what's like, what's coming? Okay, don't worry, I'll catch up on the sleep on Friday night. Or, it'll be great, because then on Shabbos we daven a little bit longer. Or, I love that nigun on Shabbos. That's looking at Shabbos as Ashena Parnasa. That's not Shabbos. That's not what Shabbos is. That's like a pretty Saturday. That's like a nice Saturday. Seventh-day Adventist, that's like a nice, it's a great Saturday. Ma kesher lezeh l'shat ki hi mekor habracha. It's the source of all brachas. And when I look at it like that, my whole experience with Shabbos Kodesh is completely different. Mine mizbarchin kol shise yamin. Everything good that has happened to you this week, any dollar or shekel you made, any smile you had, any food you found in your fridge, any good moment of looking into your child's eyes and feeling love and receiving love, is only because its source was from the previous Shabbos. A really good meditation for this would be, if you go into Shabbos, if you hop in half hour today, 20 minutes, maybe this is a real hachon on Shabbos, and you try to remember and recall every moment of this past week that there was something sweet and good and holy and meaningful, and you miyaches it. How do you say miyaches? Attribute it to the bracha of Mekor HaBracha of Les Shabbos. You go into this Shabbos completely different. It is Mekor HaBracha. It's the etzem of what bracha is in the world. It's not a Shena Parnasa. It's not, they have good davening there. Oy vey. I've said this so many times. Anyone that describes our shul as they have a Gewalt Friday night, it breaks my heart, mamash. It breaks me deeply, and it forces me to work so much harder. Because chas v'shalom, that should be what this is about. Chas v'chalila. That's a shena parnasa. You understand?
It's a gateway drug, actually.
It's a shena parnasa. It's a shena parnasa. Chas v'shalom. God forbid. God forbid. Okay, back up onto the top. You see, you can get lost here with these footnotes. You see it? You saw that? That was all a footnote tangent. It's going to happen again. Buckle up. Umar Rav schara l'shomrei mitzvasei. And the reward is so great to those that really are yismachul malchus shomrei Shabbos v'karei oneg. Kmo she'amar Midrash Rabbah, the Midrash says, she'Hashem Shabbos gozer gzeira v'akadosh baruch hu mekayma. The one that keeps Shabbos, we say this about tzaddikim. Tzaddik gozer, HaKadosh Baruch Hu mekayim. The Midrash says the one that has Shabbos on, k'mo she'tzarich, they're on the level that they mamish decree a certain decree, and God says, I'm with you. I'm with you with what you said. You tune into a place of schar that's beyond this world. And he brings this from, I don't know how many of us say this in Kiddush on Shabbos day. How many people here say, Im tashiv v'Shabbos reglecha? Anyone? Not so many people. Yeah, it's in the Siddur of the Ari, in Nisach Ari they say it. Yeah, in Tavshiv, the Sfardim say it. Persians do. Yeah. In Tavshiv Mishabes V'Shlecha Asos Chavtecha B'Yom Kodeshi. Do other Sfardim say it besides Persians? Does anyone know? You don't know. You do. Im Tashiv Mishabes Reglecha Maksiv Achra. What says afterwards when you say Im Tashiv Mishabes Reglecha? That means it's Shabbos with Shabbos. Az tisana gal Hashem. What the same of is ana gal Hashem v'iten lecha misholes libecha. Oneg an Hashem. Real deriving pleasure from Hashem, being the state of pleasure of Hashem, brings a person to receiving all the mishalot libecha, all the desires of the heart. V'lo oid ela kol ma she'at oichel ba'elam hazeh eno ela min ha'peiros, aval ha'keren keremes l'cha elam haba, which we say every single morning. Shneimar v'yechalticha nachlos Yaakov avicha kifi Hashem diber. Ubagmara ita, I want to move forward. Kol ha'ma'aneg es HaShabbos, nosnim lo nachla bli mitzarim. The one that we spoke about this, pleases Shabbos. So Shabbos serves as an oneg for him. And don't get confused, again, with onegs. But oneg Shabbos, like we were talking about, right? Onegs, not an oneg. Okay? Oneg, no. Again, trigger. Amevin Yavin. They give him a nachla bli mitzarim. Okay, so this is brought down in a lot of chazals, a lot of different drushes and chassidish for him as well. What's nachla bli mitzarim? Who does this connect to from the others? A nachla bli mitzarim? Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov chevel nachalasa. There's something about Yaakov Avinu, Beis Hamikdash Ashlishi has no end, right? When you're tuning into the real pleasure of Shabbos, you receive a bracha, a pleasure that has no end. It doesn't stop. So the way we've been learning it the last few weeks has been that when Shabbos is Shabbos, Sunday is still a shtickle Shabbos, Monday is still a shtickle Shabbos, right? That's why we've been learning it. Footnote Tesvav. In Rashi HaKodesh, Mefarish Bli Mitzarim, Klomar Ein La Kates. What does it mean that someone doesn't have boundaries? It means it has no end. Alavai. We should have one Shabbos that doesn't end. Limitless. Just, it's weird. On Pesach always says this. Whenever someone acts a little bit like foolish, and someone says a comment, so Pesach always says, did you do Havdalah last Purim? Kilo, did you understand? Did you do Havdalah last year on Purim that says that now, it's not time for, Purim is this place we go into that we hope we never come out of, right? Ever. Ein la kates. Shamati levar b'zeh. בהקדם מעשה במשפחה אחת שעוני ומחסור שלטו בביתם שלטון ללא מיצרים. I heard about a family stricken with poverty, nebuch. Horrible situation in the house. פעם אחת שלחה האם את בנה בן 7 שנים לחנות הפירות וירקות, לקנות מעט ירקות. The mother sent her 7-year-old son one time to the market to buy a little bit of vegetables. אחד מכל מין למען השיב ולהחיוס את נפשוס בני ביס העטופים ברב. 1 tomato, 1 pepper, 1 cucumber, 1 onion, just to bring life back to the people in the house. משהגיע הבן לחנות, מצא שם שוכנים אחר כבוד אגוזים מתוקים, מסוכרים, הערבים לחיך כל אדם, ובפרט לתינוקות של בית רבן. What did he see was going on over there? There was a whole tumult over what? What? Sweet nuts that are more liked by children, right? Children love this stuff. What movie are you thinking about right now? Of course. Looking at that chocolate, 100%. Good Purim. והיו עיניו קולוס מהביט בהם, ואין לקל ידו לקחת מהם כי תם הכסף. What's the problem? No more money. So he can't look at it, he's not going to go there. המוכר שראה את כל המחזה נחמר רחמיו. But the owner of the store saw this kid had no money for that which he wanted more than anything. So what did he tell him? אמר, לילך קח, לילד, קח מהם ככל אבס נפשך. You know what? Good Purim. Take as much as you can on me. אולם הילד מיין ולא לקח מאומה. The kid refused and didn't take anything. חזר המוכר והבציא בו, קח, ככל שתרצה. No, take as much as you want from this. אך הילד קמץ ידיו, he kept his hands shut, עד שנטל המוכר מלוא חופניו מהפרי המתוק ומילא את השק. Till the owner of the store saw this was happening, he's like, I'm doing this. And he packed the kid's sack, the kid's bag, with so much, as much as he could put in there. כשחזר אל הבית, שאלה אותו אמו, מניין לו אגוזים יקרים כאלו? Where'd you get this from, son? סיפר הנער כל מה שאירע בחנות. The kid gave over the whole story in the story. תמהה האם, but she wondered, בני יקירי, מדוע לא הסכמת לקחת? Why did you refuse to take when he told you to take whatever you want? This is Gewalt. You cry from this. נענה הילד בתמימוס ואמר, hey, נער קטן אנוכי. I'm just a little kid. ידיי קטנות המה, I have small hands. וגם אם אטול אגוזים בשתי הידיים, לא ייכנסו בהם הרבה. Even if I take with two hands, how much am I actually going to get? על כן, רציתי שהמוכר, אשר ידיו גדולות ורחבות, ימלא שקי בעצמי. It's funny, but it's the deepest depths in the world. It's the deepest depths in the world. I'm telling you, footnotes, Biderman footnotes, they actually create ADD. If you don't have it yet, they give you ADD. But on the other hand, do you know how deep this story is? So how is he teaching this? How is he tying this into what's going on? So now what do we say in benching? Never make us be needy of gifts from others. I get so happy when you give me a little, piece of herring. But that's because that's what I take. That's what I'm able to grab onto. I believe you want to give me not just the smorgasbord, you want to give me first course, second course, third. From you, it's melea, rechava, wide. Look at us, we got, and this is mamish, the story of Eretz Yisrael, we got so happy with tiny strips of land all over the place and look what happened with getting so happy and satisfied with us taking the Eretz Yisrael that we wanted to get based on our hands. You think the Rebbeinu Shalom, all these dreams, all these years, Lech Lecha looked like 1948? You think Lech Lecha looks like today? The Rebbeinu Shalom wants to give us Adanar Gadol Nahar Pratz. And yet we're just so happy that we got a piece of herring. כלומר שלא ניקח בידי בשר ודם שהם ידיים קטנות. We don't want to receive through human hands that are always going to be small in comparison to what the master of the world wants to give us. אלא הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא לנו במלוא חופנה והגדולת והפסוחוס. ואכן הבטח בהשם ומשליך עליו יהבו הקדוש ברוך הוא מכלכלו בידו הרחבה מהמלאה. On Shabbos I come back to saying, please let me not get too excited with small hatzlachas. Like Rebbeinu Shalom, Mekara Bracha, it's the source of Bracha again. From going back to the source of Bracha wants to give me infinitely more than anything I could ever imagine. But I have to just open up my ma'ayan of chokhmah and wisdom to understand that kid was the smartest kid in the world. That kid in the store is one of the smartest kids that I've never heard a smarter story about, a wiser story about a young child. What a chokhmah.
How do you balance, like, being comfortably told to Hashem if you give something good, but you know could be better? Like,
Good Shaila.
like
Good
I know
Shaila.
I'm personally just certain things in business, like certain milestones are good, but like could be better. Like, how do you like? You're not gonna say thank you to Hashem, oh, because they wanted it to be better. Versus like, yeah, you always want to. I don't know.
No, I think it's a very good shaila what you're saying. We don't want to ever be kfui tov. We talk about that. It's such a great midah. But I think over here, he's talking about the lave understands that I'm not kfui tov by saying, I can't believe I'm dancing over a piece of herring. It's basically connecting to the Ratzon of Hashem saying, I want you to want more. That's the kol pnima, that's the inner voice coming from Hashem saying, I want you, Yiddelach, to want more. I know you're thankful for the little. I know you are. But that's not this business. I want you to want much more. Yeah, there are a lot of different ways to look at it, but maybe holy chutzpah, I don't know. Could be.
I'm happy I'm in Israel. It's amazing. I'm so thankful. But I'd rather have Beis Mikdash, so I'm not gonna
Okay, so there it is. That's the snake. No, that's the nachash right now came out. Listen to what you just said. Say the words you just said, right?
Very happy.
No. Stick to exactly what you said.
I'm in Israel.
I'm happy I'm in Eretz Yisrael, but I'd rather have the Beis Hamikdash.
Okay.
We're there yet or not yet?
Okay, but.
Not even but. Rather.
Or whatever.
The whole tone. You understand?
Right.
Ki'ilu. I'm happy that I was able to put my hand in and get a little bit of a sweet walnuts. But it would be much greater if he did it. The kid is refusing to even put his hand in there, right?
Yeah, that's like I'm not going to make that one.
Why? It means I'm only coming to Eretz Yisrael with my eye on the prize. That's what it means. Doesn't mean I'm not making aliyah. Doesn't mean I'm not moving to Eretz Yisrael. It means I'm only coming to Eretz Yisrael with the consciousness of why I'm coming to Eretz Yisrael. And that's the Eretz Yisrael that we have to build for all the big neshamas and chutz la'aretz that want to come to Eretz Yisrael like that. But they don't hear that talk enough. And we sit here judging them for not making aliyah. What putzes we are. I'm sorry. I can't believe they're still in Teaneck. Yeah? How much Teaneck is in your Efrat? Melo Chofnav. Are you here? Are you here like this kid? Are we here like this kid or not? Same thing. And it reflects in the way our Shabbos is. It reflects in the way our learning is. It reflects in every area of our lives. This tension reflects in every area of our life, right? And I believe be'emunah shlema that if all of us, if we needed one Rebbe, and we always go back to this story to understand what is Shabbos, what is Eretz Yisrael, what's family, what's everything meaningful. I hear the kind of I don't want to be kfui tov, right? But if I listen deeper, I hear that Rebbeinu Shalom is saying, don't worry about that. I'm not worried that you're kfui tov. Like the whole thing of you're kvetching about how it is today. Do you know what it once was like here? It doesn't work for this generation. No one feels better about their situation. Those memes and those emails and those pep talks and those shmuzim, they're not going to work on the next generation. It's the generation of Mashiach. So we're either going to join where they're going to be, or they're going to wave to us from far. But I think we'd all rather join the next generation's Jerisha and Tviyah, that it's got to be so much more. And this, how did this footnote begin? Nachala b'li meitzarim. Nachala b'li meitzarim, which is what Shabbos is all about. That's oneg Shabbos. This oneg al Hashem. That's the oneg of Shabbos. Vehine, continue in the footnote because it gets even deeper. V'hine hava nisbonin madua be'emet niftach libo shel hamocher. But wait a second. There's another question. Why did the owner of the store, why did he open his heart so much and want to give this kid everything? Where did that come from? This is gewalt. Ve'amar la'yeled sheikach b'chol asher yachmetz. And he told the kid, take whatever you want. And not only that, lo yistapek bekach, ela natan lo hu be'atzmo bifrat. But no, he himself ended up actually giving the kid. Where did that come from? Shaya yeled amar she'ino rotzeh. The kid said, I don't want. Ein zot ela mipnei she'hamocher ra'ah. The owner of the store saw at kama mishtokek hayeled leotam egozim vehamu me'av alehem. The owner of the store saw the eyes of the kid and saw mamish 2,000 years of dreams lahavdil in the kid's eyes. He said, I want it so bad, but my kelim are so small. I don't have money. The equivalent today of I don't have enough army, or I don't have enough money, or I don't have enough wisdom, I don't have enough experience. I don't have enough international support. Right? But the owner of the store looked at the eyes of the kid. Vehamu me'av alav, and wow, rachmanas he had on him. Ve'afim amar bepiv she'eino rotzeh. And even if he said with his mouth, I don't want, right? No, Hashem, we're not here to ruin the status quo on Temple Mount, even if we say that with our mouth. Harei einav v'chol gufo amru lahefech. But his eyes and his body said the exact opposite. Al ken nichmiru rachma v'natan lo ba'atzmo miyad avagdalas. He said, I just have too much compassion on you because I see what you really want. Even though your mouth is saying one thing, I see what you really want. And he had so much rachmanis on him, and he had to give it to Alze. Al derech ze yamer l'didan. So we're going to say about ourselves like this. Im nitle eineinu b'meroimim mitoch kisufim ve'orga lekadal nam Shabbos. If we set our eyes up to the skies, to the heavens, with such a longing to receive the sweetness of Shabbos for real. Ki ze kama nichsof nichsafnu liros be'tiferes uzecha, which is, we say this every Friday night, just we have no idea what we're saying. Ki ze kama nichsof nichsafnu, gewalt, how we have been longing to see fast the splendor and glory of your might in the world. If that's what our Shabbos is, azaya kadosh baruch hu yashpia aleinu me'otzara tov ad sheyivlu sifsosenu milomar dai. Then God will bring down upon us from His tremendous treasure chest so much good ad sheyivlu sifsosenu milomar dai that we can't even say enough. It'd be too much. This connects to a piece we learned with the Machon yesterday, the Ish Kodesh, Tav Shin Beis Purim. You see how that connects? The Ish Kodesh in 1942 in the Warsaw Ghetto is talking about Purim. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine what that was like? I'm thinking we're going to learn at a certain point before Purim. The Ish Kodesh says over there, the Yeshua of Purim, what ended up happening, the war, after the nullification of the decree, we got so much more than just the end of the decree. The story could have ended by saying, and the verdict was reversed. And the Jews stayed alive. But that wasn't it. What was it? Destruction of our enemies. The hanging, the Haman and his sons were hanged. And we went back and eventually built the second Beis Hamikdash. That didn't have to be part of the end of the story of Purim. So the Alter Rebbe and Rav Shlomo has a lot of Torahs of explaining that's the difference between Simcha and Sasan. Simcha is when I'm just happy that a bad thing isn't happening anymore. Sasan is, I can't believe how good it actually became. The end of this story is so much better than anything I could have ever dreamed of. There's a bechina of this on Shabbos. This is the Mesikus of Shabbos.
Also, just a quick thought I was thinking is, this kid did a bigger chesed for the store owner because it's so easy. The store owner probably gives out candy all the time, but this kid cracked him right open.
Cracked him open.
Which is what Hashem. Sometimes you come to Hashem with our petty little requests.
So say it now, even though it's going to sound insane. So what are you saying?
So what we're saying is that, like, when
say
we
exactly
sit
what
there
you're
and
going to
we
say.
wait out for Beis Hamikdash, for Mashiach.
We're making a chesed
we're
for.
doing chesed for Hashem.
That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear. At this point in the shir, and Malasot, the Litvaks are officially done with us. At this point in Shiurim, usually it's like, if I needed a confirmation that you guys are all kooks, I have it here. And you know what? Good Purim. But that's it. That's, he said, he's like, it's amazing how you feel like you have to defend all Litvaks, man. You learn Mashilach every Shabbos morning. What he's saying over here is the deepest depths of pnimius of everything. And we even say it a little bit. We say it through different remazim, but that's really what it is. It is, you're cracking the heart open, kivyachol, of what the Rebbeinu Shalom really wants to give you. There's no greater nachas ruach in the world when you enable the Rebbeinu Shalom to give you what he really wants to give you. But as long as you're not asking for it, and as long as there's no kli kibul to receive it, you're not going to bring it down. So this kid did something, 100%. He did a chesed to the mocher. Okay, 5 lines from the bottom of this footnote. We say this every single musaf, besides Shabbos Rosh Chodesh. Tzivisa perushea im sidurei nesachea. Everyone said this? Anyone know what this means? Nope. Nobody? Okay. Now this is the moments of awkward Muslim. Tzivisa perushea im sidurei nesachea, something we say every single Shabbos. We should. Huh? It's in Musaf. I'm asking, does anyone know what they're saying? Yeah. Tzivisa perushea. What does that mean? Im sidurei nesachea. Okay, let's learn what Rav Biderman says. Ki HaKadosh Baruch Hu tziva aleinu lifrosh mikol inyanei chol b'Shabbos Kodesh. Hashem said, get rid of everything mundane. Tzivisa perushea, he says, it means lifrosh. You told us get away from everything that has nothing to do with Shabbos. Ach mi she'eno b'darga zol lechol hapachos yiten sidurei nesachea. But if you're not on the level that you could really do is, you should give at least sidurei nesachea, the order of the nesachim. What does that mean? That you just, if you don't know how to do it, you cry over it. That you cry over it in order to have some longing and thirst for the holiness of Shabbos. And he says, this is the words of Rashi. V'hen divrei Rashi. Ein la ketz. Rashi said before that a nachla b'mitzrayim has no end. Meaning, Kadosh Baruch Hu mashpia ala me'aneg es ha-Shabbos miyod ha'arachav ha'malea ve'alo ein gvul ve'ein ketz l'midos yado ela hi bli mitzrayim. Meaning, when Hashem wants to give the way that Hashem wants to give, it has no end. Who causes for them to be an end for what the Rebbeinu Shalom wants to give us? The stima is only from here. It's not from above. It's not from above. The stima of the shefa coming from Shamayim is mitzidenu. But we're asking Hashem, when I cry to receive Shabbos, I don't really know how to do it. I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know how to lifrosh mikol inyanei achol. But I enter Shabbos crying, ki ze kama nichsef nichsafti. Do I want so badly to be a person that could say, I'm longing to see your mighty glory in the world? That moment, it all opens up. Yeah, no.
Yeah, maybe according to that, that's why it's in reverse order.
The tough shame. Why?
She's stripping away.
Explain a bit better. No, it's very good what you're saying.
It just came to me.
You understand you understand that? You ever look at the Tikanta Shabbos? That's the aleph base backwards, right? Tikanta Shabbos, Retzisa Kubanaseh, Tzivisa Perushea, Im Sidurei Nesachea, Me'angea Lo'elam Kovod Yinchal. Look at every word. To'ameh, Ates, Chaim, Ches, Zochu, Zayin. V'gam ha'yavim dvarei ha'gedolah bacharu az. You went through the aleph base backwards. So now you're saying what?
You're stripping away the levels of chol.
You're
You're
wow.
kind of moving backwards.
You're going to write that? Yeah, that's a very good, no, that's a very, very good one. That's a very, that was without any schnapps. You're right. Good Purim. Good Purim. You got me. Okay, so now turn the page back. We're just going to finish this paragraph because it's already late. You see after on the top, that was all the footnote. You understand what I'm saying about these footnotes sometimes? It's the whole Indian. Our lives are like this also, mamash. We think it's all about the kotarot. It's sometimes the footnotes. Those footnotes are everything. Ubir achasam sofer. You see in the third line? In the second and the column on the left? Ubir achasam sofer shalidei Shabbos zolche sheyeh kol yemei hashavua kodesh etzlo mibli hefsek. He was mevar that Shabbos, that's what we're striving for. That Shabbos, we should merit that it should always be, it should last throughout the whole week. V'zeu bli mitzarim, like we said before. That's what it means. It has no boundaries, no narrowness. Next page. Shelo yiposek milios etzlo tamid kedushas Shabbos. You know, it's Friday right now. Does my Friday today have anything that has to do with the kedusha of Shabbos of last week? You know, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. If we really stopped and paid attention, I'm sure it does. And the whole point of our lives is to just enhance that more and more and more and more. If you go into Shabbos and you're banking on Monday to have a good day, you're out. You go into Shabbos and you're banking on Shabbos to have a strong Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's how it is. Now we understand the pasuk in it's in Emor, I think, right? I think it's in Pashas Emor. B'yom HaShabbos yarchenu lifnei Hashem tamid me'ez b'nei Yisrael bris olam. Sheyeh tamid b'fchinas Shabbos. V'od yeh bris olam. Shekol ha'olam yizon b'zchus shomrei Shabbos. He's saying so beautiful is that the whole world should be sustained in the schus of those that keep Shabbos. And this brings us to another sugya about how, you know, we have the whole concept of that whatever you put towards Shabbos, you never lose parnasa over the stuff that you do towards Shabbos, right? And we'll develop it next time we learn, in 2 weeks when we learn this. But for now, I just think it's very important for us to, I would say this in a weird way, to come on time to shul because of Yedid Nefesh. Because Yedid Nefesh is basically the mizmor, it's the shira, that takes this Torah and says, oh yeah, that's what it's about. Right? Meshoch avdecha al retzonecha. Draw your hand, right? Draw us. I'm your servant, draw us to your ratzon. And your ratzon is for me to want those sweet almonds, sweet nuts, whatever it is. Like your ratzon is for us to want it. So draw me to that ratzon. I'm going to be more in that ratzon. I may not think I'm capable of doing it because I don't have money, I don't have support, or whatever it is, but you're going to see my eyes, and at a certain point, it's going to be all cracked like this, the whole thing, the whole mechitza, the whole galus, the whole thing, with enough yidden that are looking at that kizekama nichsoif nichsafti. It's going to be in a one moment that at a certain point, so many, and alavai, we should be simchel keinu imayim. We should be amongst those that are already like this, that are looking with eyes of that and saying, the world tells me I can't have this. I tell me I can't have this, but my heart can't stop longing for it. And boom, the mocher says, "You got me. You know, you got me. Don't even try to get it. I got this for you." And maybe that's the shita of the Binyan Beis Hamikdash Shlishi dafka coming down. I don't know. Gotta develop it, but. Because if it's us building it, it's still maybe like the kids saying, listen, I don't even want to build it. Maybe that's the shita that says I don't want to build the Beis HaMikdash because I don't want to build it with my hands. I don't know. Sometimes I feel exactly the opposite. Right now I'm feeling like this. You understand? Like the third Beis HaMikdash, I want it to be something that falls down, meaning that the mocher himself is the one that's saying, I'm not going to let you belittle. I'm not going to let you belittle what you think you deserve. I'm not going to let you, as high as you think it may be, this time around, I cannot let you, what's the right word? Compromise. I can't let you compromise subconsciously, meaning it's not that you're consciously compromising, but even subconsciously, man is just limited. That's the word. That was the word. Thank you. I don't want you to shortchange yourselves, even though you may be thinking this is the best thing in the world. Now, of course, compared to gas chambers, having 20% of Eretz Yisrael is the best thing in the world. But I shouldn't live my life comparing it to Auschwitz. That can't be it either. And Shabbos pulls me out of that. Mekor bracha. So Yedid Nefesh, Avar Achman, Meshoich Kize Kama, Nichsafti, it should be from our chelik to be from those that can cry like this, and the Mocher should see our eyes and say, I got this. Good Shabbos, everyone.